Well, good evening, good evening, good evening, Belize. Make we shake the place. This is the time of the year, and today is Carnival King and Queen Competition 2023. Top of the evening to one and all.
Good evening.
Let me see, there's an announcement going on.
Have 2 more minutes.
2 minutes.
2 more minutes to do whatever you are doing to the costume.
All right, so.
I ask again, people who do not have.
All right, so there's housekeeping going on by the president of the association, Mr. Patrick Thompson. So, most pleasant good evening. Welcome to this live stream on Belize Carnival Association's Facebook page and, of course, on Hamilton Live Stream Service Facebook page. In a few minutes or so, what happened on the first rule for King and Queen competition at 5 p.m. The judges, first thing they check for that the players are strapped or are with their costume. If they're not in costume at 5 p.m. sharp, that's a 10 points deduction right off at the top. So you really must be on spot, can't hear, my vehicle broke down, can't hear, the battery here smoke up, can't hear, the thing overheat. Nonetheless, that is the situation. So that starts at 5 sharp. So again, welcome to King and Queen pre-judging 2023. We will do the pre-judging, and then whenever the pre-judging is completely done with all the juniors and senior bands, we will close this live stream, and then we will start a new live stream for the competition thereafter. For right now, let me acknowledge the president of the Belize Carnival Association, Patrick Thompson, financial officer and vice president, Nelbert Flowers, support officers, Stanley Zama and Eugene Trench, the secretary being Alison Flowers, marketing and fundraising officer, Whitney Swift, the logistics officer, Deandra Mejia and Camira Brown, social media officer, Vianney Cott-Kelvin. Good evening, what's happening, Belize Media, one of the sponsors of Belize Carnival Association. Yes, man. Band representative, Mr. Leroy Green. And then, of course, we can't go without saying a big thank you to the sponsors of King and Queen 2023. That is the National Celebration Commission, Travelers and Bowen, Angeles Press Limited, Cellular World, San Pedro Belize Express, Channel 7 Belize, Grace Kennedy Belize, and What's Happening Belize Media. As we progress this evening, right now is the pre-judging, so no lot of talking because we have to get the pre-judging going. It's just to give acknowledgement and housekeeping. Of course, this live stream this evening, Hamilton live stream, is powered by Candle Waves, by Creative Marketing. See how good we look? That is right. By Creative Marketing, Belize and Queen Freight, Madisco, Campari, Mars Production, Pretty Hot and Thick Boutique, Go Wireless Direct. Did I say Mikado? That's right. So, thank you so much for powering this live stream for Carnival 2023. So, in the meantime, right now, in between time, let me give you a little rundown of where we are with Carnival 2023. So the launch was on June 17th, that been gone, we had brought that to you. Miss Carnival was on August 5th, and the winners for that in the junior, Jump Street walked away with Miss Carnival. Bacchanal Mass Band was second, and credit has to be given to Bacchanal given that that's only the second year they're out. Third being Trenchtown Masqueraders. Then senior band, Miss Carnival Soca Mocha. Okay, let me. Terry G is the MC for this evening. Senior was second, Belizean Jewels, and third, Mother Nature. Today is King and Queen, Junior and Senior, September 2nd. So he's just putting out the housekeeping with the revelers.
Queen and King, and then we move on, of course, to the senior
okay.
afterward.
I don't want to interrupt that audio.
Should have already been in costume. The judging begins in the next 3 minutes or so. Showtime.
All right. So let me continue run down this carnival before they start the judging. Tomorrow, after tonight, tomorrow is the mass camp starts tomorrow in Belize Rural. That's the masqueraders tomorrow, and then Monday will be a rest day. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be mass camp starting at 6 p.m. Saturday, September 9th, Juve, 4 a.m. in the morning, 1 p.m. road march. Then, of course, Saturday, September 23rd will be the awards night. For this evening, you'll be having That's 5 junior bands. Soca Massive, head by Pauline Bradley. Trenchtown Masqueraders by Patricia Flowers. Black Pearl by Derla Van. Bacchanal Mass Band, Calman Hall. And Jump Street Passe, Marina Welcome. Senior bands competing this evening. Belize and Joels, head by Denise Young. Mother Nature, Carla Flowers. Belize Rural, Mascal Masqueraders, Sherritt Bucket. And Soca Mocha, Audrey Bradley. Non-competing bands today. For this season, non-competing, because the non-competing will not be competing in the King and Queen. You have Titans Mass Band, that's headed by David Matos, Roberto Pasos. Fantastic Carnival Belize Mass Band by Shertel Utley, and Elusive Mass Band, Kurt Clare. Alright, music system this evening, Blue Steel Songs, that's right. Right now, Junior Cat is on the wheel of steels. Terry Gordon will be your MC for this evening, the master of ceremonies. So, bear with us. Man, do kick it this evening. It's going to be a wonderful, fun-filled family evening. You can still make it out here to the Belize Civic Center. This is the pre-judging, so you can catch the pre-judging here while they get ready. Finish do the hair, slapping your colors, that's right. You can do all that. But at 7 p.m., the competition starts where they really put down where separation happens between the men and the boys. That happens at 7, but for right now, pre-judging is of utmost importance. What the judges will be looking for is based on like durability, the height of the costumes. Like right now, if they're not in, and that's a ticklish thing because at the end of the day, to have a 10 points being deducted even before the start can be a little bit rough. So that's the head judge moving right there. He's the one looking out to see that everybody is in place. I certainly know that this evening will be a wonderful evening, noting that all the judges here have vast experience in dealing with Carnival, in whichever way, whether it's in production, whether it's in the administrative part of it, in the dancing area, you name it, they know about it. So you stand by. This one be one nice evening, man. You don't know sugar in a absolute element. Okay, so the judging is about to start, and then I will just come off the mic so that we capture the audio from the speakers itself. As you can see, the judges are lined up looking to see that everybody is in their costumes already, and that is already being marked for that 10 points. That's right. Once again, a big thank you to our sponsors for the King and Queen 2023 for the Belize Carnival Association, the National Celebration Commission, Travelers, Bowen & Bowen, Angela Express, Cellular World, San Pedro Belize Express, Channel 7, Grace Kennedy Belize, and What's Happening Belize Media. One more acknowledgement for the live stream, because man, if they never power, we never may go live, right? Candle Waves, Creative Marketing, Belize and Queen Freight, Madisco, Campari, Mars Production, Pretty Hot and Thick Boutique, Mikado, Go Wireless Direct. At 7 p.m. I'll be telling you more about these sponsors, what services they do offer, in brief terms, so that we acknowledge them and support our very, very own Belizean owned businesses that's putting back into our community, no matter in whichever way. Well, I know the anticipation. I don't want to tell you when I come this evening, 4 o'clock, you still have the band leaders, band players, still run. Man, the excitement is beyond it. It's quite a lot when it comes to logistics. So I'll come off this mic whenever they start officially. Here we go.
Has officially commenced. As we introduce the first band, the first junior band competing in the Queen division, the Queen section, we call up the first band for the judges' scrutiny. Soca Massive, Princess Brene, played by Janaya Kano. Is it Janaya or Jania? Age, 14 years old. Even though right now I know we're few in numbers, later on of course we expect quite a number of people, even though the sky is bleak and gray. So, show your appreciation, whoever is out here. Let's cheer on all of them as we go through the pre-judging under the scrutiny of the judges. Princess Benin from Soka Massive, the first junior queen in the pre-judging, presented by Jania Carnival.
I am 13-year-old.
Miss Bradley, Jania or Janaya?
Janaya.
I am 13-year-old Janaya Kano playing Princess Benin. I am Princess Benin, ruler of the monarchy. I love being honored at the annual jubilee every year. I took a walk in the valley and had a bad accident which caused me to lose my right leg. I was sad for days, but with a visit from a friend who came in the form of a dream, Malia. She reminded me that to get up and don't lose faith. I showed up at the Jubilee with one leg in my favorite dress. Pink, blue, pink, green, purple, and blue dominating, and lined with gold, which means royalty, love, inspiration, prosperity. There were fireworks to start off the show and entertainment by the gestures. They are always the best part of the Jubilee. The gestures made me so happy I forgot all about my accident and start looking at life differently and glad to be alive. I am 14-year-old Janaya Kano playing Princess Benin, representing Soka Massive Junior Band.
So what is happening at this time? The judges are basically looking for the. I need to get a copy of the judges. What qualifies? But I know for the most part, they're looking for the creativity, that it suits the theme. What they're displaying this year, they're looking for that durability. They check the height as it pertains to what the juniors' height is expected to be, stuff like that. And then, of course, the judging then goes on. So what they will do now is call up the second junior band. The second junior band, which will be, of course, that was Soca Massive, Princess Brene, presenter Janaya Kano. She's 14 years old. Up next will be Trenchtown, Queen Lily, played by Neema Martinez. She's 16 years old. So stand by. Trenchtown is coming up next. In the event you're wondering where the soca music is, like everything else, we just have to make sure there's no interruption with what is being said or presented.
The first one from
So
Soca Massive.
bear with us, guys.
Introducing to you,
Make we shake the place.
Trenchtown, Queen Lily, presented by Neema Martinez, age is 16 years old. Queen Lily from Trenchtown Mass Band.
Good evening, judges and my fellow Belizeans. I am the blue morpher butterfly, many of which is known to our home Belize, many of which can be seen in the wild and in the rainforest. My wings are diamond-shaped with scales, organized into a complex layer structure, which causes common light to diffract and interfere with each other. And that's how we perceive its color blue. I have a deep and powerful representation of the soul and spiritual transformation. My wings are diamond-shaped. I am very rare, and when I appear, either in dreams or in person, I point towards you, joy. I bring good fortune to the horizon. Noble, and your efforts are to be rewarded. I am 16-year-old Naima Martinez of Trenchtown Masqueraders, Queen Lily. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. Trenchtown Masqueraders making their presentation with Queen Lily. That's Neema Martinez. And so, of course, they're doing their due diligence. Be reminded that the judges do have a printout of the... So they're checking to make sure that the costume does not stand alone. They're check. Okay. The judges are just asking her to check the mobility of the costume. As you can see, if she had stepped out of it, it would have fallen forward. Hence, she's the character in this costume. It's not afloat. It's not standing on its own. She's in full gear. The judges are trying to make sure that they get all the details doing that. So there we go.
Will not be allowed to buy alcoholic beverages. So all those kids with kids bands, please take note.
So once again, this is 2 and 3, 5 junior bands presenting the Queen at this time. These costumes will form a part of the theme come September 9th. So if there's 3 or 4 sections, they make up what is the theme for that day. The Queen falls within the revelers, and the revelers should be matching what the Queen is doing, or portraying, sorry, come Carnival Day Road March, September 9th this year. It's a task no one really doesn't want to take on when it comes to judging, because for the most part, you know, the effort is being put in all, so you have to, the judges are extremely detailed and on par with what they're looking at here. These senior queens for now are of note, have to keep their energy going because they still have a full performance to do come 7 p.m. tonight. Right now it's only prejudging, hence no dancing. Stand by.
There goes Queen Lily from Trenchtown as we present to you the third of the queens in the junior division, representing Black Pearl Queen Island Party, presented by Keisha Carter, age 15 years old. Queen Island Party from Black Pearl in the Junior Queen Division.
A pleasant good. A pleasant. This one there. A pleasant good night to all judges. I am 15-year-old Keisha Carter, proudly representing Black Pearl Junior Carnival Band. The name of my costume I'll be portraying is Island Party. Island Party is a beautiful purple, white, and silver costume displaying a Caribbean woman and musical instrument that depicts our celebration. The purple on my costume symbolizes extravagance, luxury, creativity, and celebration. The white on my costume represents cleanliness and peacefulness during our celebration, while the silver is associated with the look of glamour, grace, and elegance. Island Party is known for her extravagant beauty that she is engraved with sequins, feather, and glitter. Island Party welcomes you to celebrate in peace, joy, and excitement. And 15-year-old Keisha Carter as Queen Island Party can't wait for you to see me. Can't wait for you to see me perform tonight. Thank you.
Alright, so while the butterflies flutter here, we have Keisha Carter for Black Pearl Junior Band doing Queen Island Party. She's 15 years old, and well, like I mentioned, based on the storyline that the judges have, they know what they're looking for. Looking for all that detail. Of course, they're checking to see that it stands alone. That's what's happening at this time. After this prejudging, then they go back with their anxiety in full thrust and high anxiety before their 7 p.m. presentation for bragging rights of Junior Queen this evening. All right, so it's mobility they're looking for. All right, there they go, checking the side to side movement. Oh yes, man. At this point, I don't want to be a leaf fly for watch all the scores where they got it right now because everything looks on point as far as I'm concerned with the bands. With the costumes that are out so far. That's the third one out. 2 more to go before we hit into the junior presentation. Once again, we encourage all families that are at home, come out, man. Come out with the kids. Bring out the children. It's a family event. A lot of food and drinks there. You know, make it a family event so then they could know exactly why or what happened here rolls over come September 9th. So there she goes with her presentation. That's Queen Island Party. Keisha Carter heading back over to where she initially was standing. And up next will be Bacchanal Mass Band's Queen Protector Tefiti. That's presented by Kiani Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the 4th Queen, representing Bacchanal Mass Band, Queen Protector Tefiti, presented by Kiana Powell, age 11 years old.
Being the last connected, being the last protected that has created I am representing Queen Belize. Fly away.
All right, so guys, let me tell you, let us give maximum support to Kiana Paul. When it comes to the first things first, anxiety builds upon these presenters of kings and queens. So when you're here from 4 p.m., the anxiety builds, and like everything else, maybe when you're at that point, then, everything just goes blank, and that's expected in some cases. So it's just to give support to 11-year-old Kiana. The judges, of course, will make their decision as to how they judge her presenting the storyline of the costume being Queen Protector Tefiti. So they're checking for her mobility. Clearly she can play the costume. As you can see, she walked and moved the costume, so she has mobility going on. Looking at the details, I can see clear details as I walk around. There's nothing left. I don't see any edges exposed as such when it comes to the details. The judges are at this time doing a detailed look. As I mentioned, these storylines, normally when it is presented in the event that it doesn't, because for the most part, it's being presented as you have to be memorizing the storyline. I think for the future, what they can really do with it is that, yes, they know the storyline based on what they see a printout, but maybe summarize what their costume is as opposed to giving the full story. So that would help, especially when it comes to juniors, maybe soften it a bit. Just my suggestion, given that we know how it can be. You have instances when sometimes you're strapped in these costumes and you get up here, you're so exhausted and you don't even remember your name. So that's what happens when it comes to competition, and that happens on a whole. It doesn't necessarily have to be king or queen, can be any competition we're talking about. Up next will be Jump Street Posse, Ariel the Mermaid. They're presenting Ariel the Mermaid, and the presenter is Donnie Sharon Alvarez. She's 15 years old, so stand by for her.
Okay, and now the final in the Queen Junior from Jump Street Posse, Ariel the Mermaid, presented by Donnie Sharon Alvarez, age 15 years. Jump Street Posse, Ariel the Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid is a literary fairy tale. The Little Mermaid is a literary fairy tale. The mermaid is designed for an immortal soul, not a desire for love and life on land. When the mermaid saved a drowning human prince, she believed that the love of a human might allow her an immortal soul. So the mermaid decides to venture onto land, and the legs came at a price. Jump Street Posse presents to you, Diane Alvarez, 15-year-old Diane Alvarez as Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
All right, so there goes Donnie Sharon Alvarez making her presentation for Ariel the Mermaid, and of course she have her little mermaids alongside her. You can't deny the water all by yourself, so she brought her little fishy companies along with her, bring the whole fleet. And you can see the details at the back with the underwater world. Oh yes, man, quite beautiful. All the little treasures that you may find underwater when you're in deep sea. Yes, man, your 3D mermaid at the back. And they're checking for its mobility. If it can stand on its own, it's afloat. If she can move it around, so there goes her mobility with it. And this is a junior band, so how fitting to present a theme that everyone can relate to, Ariel the Mermaid. That's Donnie Sharon Alvarez, 15 years old, of Jump Street Posse. So immediately following this segment, we will be running straight into the Junior Kings, making their presentation just the same, 5 of them. And then that follows with the big boys, which is the seniors, and it's going to be 4 senior bands making their presentation here at the Civic Center. Once again, a most pleasant good evening. This is Belize Carnival Association 2023 King and Queen Junior and Senior presentation. This will lead into September 9th Road March. Bring out the family. You have enough time to get out here at 7 p.m. or following all the prejudging. Actually, the actual competition continues where, you know, all the flares and lights and cameras and smokes and action occurs. So we now get ready for the juniors, the male junior. The first junior king up for Soca Massive will be King Gustav, presenter Neil Hamilton. He's 12 years old. So let's look out. Man, Hamilton only could run Carnival, eh? We need to find out if Neil is a family here, but he is presenting King Gustav, Soca Massive.
In the junior queen, Jump Street Posse, our Ariel the Mermaid, presented by Dione Alvarez, is 15 years.
And that was the host, Master of Ceremonies, closing off the Junior Queens and about to start to introduce the Junior Kings. Terry Gordon on the MIC. All right, so while they stand aside and wait to make their presentation here to the judges.
In the Junior King division, prejudging continues. Representing Soca Massive, King Gustav, played by Neil Hamilton, age 12 years old. King Gustav, representing Soca Massive.
Good evening. Good evening, judges. I am Gustav the Fool. I was born to bring joy and happiness in people. Some of my best politics, in magic, dancing in hula hoop, and dancing while I juggle my balls and other items. That a sense of mystery. This gives me the right to talk and mock people without punishment from the king and queen. Reflects me and what I wear. I have a poem. Would you like to hear it? My name is Gustav the Fool, and with my many tools there are no rules. I'll make you laugh and smile. You will remember me for a long while. Remember me for a long while. My silly and witty character is like a mystery. I make you forget about your misery. I am 12 years old, Niall Hamilton, presenting Gustav the Fool from my band, Soca Massive Junior Band.
All right, so there goes the wittiness of King Gustav, Soca Massive's presenter Neil Hamilton. Again, same process, durability, mobility, if it fits the theme, other criteria that I don't have in front of me. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head what all they'll be looking for. Yes, man, there goes the joker and all little tingly little bells at the bottom. So checking for the design that it suits the theme that is being presented within the storyline. Again, you can look out for King Gustav come September 9th on the road. Be reminded, cheer them on. These costumes are no joke to pull through the scorching hot streets of Belize. But for the love of it, we pull away, and of course the support is needed from those on the sideline. So here goes the presentation of Soca Massive's Junior King. While we stand by for that judging, let us say thank you to the Belize Carnival Association sponsors, King and Queen 2023 sponsors, the National Celebration Commission, Travelers, Bowen and Bowen, Angelos Press, Cellular World, San Pedro Belize Express, Channel 7, Grace Kennedy Belize, What's Happening Belize Media. And of course, this live stream is powered by Candle Waves, Creative Marketing, Belizean Queen Freight, Madisco, Campari, Mikado, Mars Production, Pretty Hot and Thick Boutique, Go Wireless, Direct. So the head judge has given the nod that they have completed checking out King Gustav. Up next, Trenchtown King Mr. Keats by Messiah Gidwani.
From Soca Massive, Neil Hamilton, 12 years old. Calling out to the center stage. Representing Trenchtown, King Mr. Keats. Presenter, Messiah Gidwani, age 10 years old. King Mr. Keats from Trenchtown Junior Mass Band.
I am Mr. Keats, the Scarlet Macaw Parrot. I am very loud and can be heard from far away. I eat on local nuts and seeds. I am red for passion and confidence. Green for fresh, yellow for peace, blue for calm, representing Trenchtown masquerades. I am 10-year-old Messiah Gidwani.
He's so small and so cutie. Yes, man, he come in with all the courage and knows exactly what he's about to do. He ain't come for that win. That's Messiah Gidwani playing King Mr. Keats for Trenchtown Masqueraders. And this is Belize's toucan. Again, judges making their mark. The height has been tested already. You could just swing around and let us see what's happening at the rear of this costume as the judges make their way around too, just as well, looking for the details. Oh yes, our very own toucan in the flesh with wings spread apart, ready to set sail come 7 p.m., bringing the Civic Center alive at 7 p.m. Man, the beauty with these costumes when they do the first prejudging, for the most part, the bands tend to hold on some of the little, yes man, lot of these secret there when it comes to the anthem, because when the presentation, lot of props. They're checking for mobility. Lots of props, so come 7 p.m. it's even more fun to look at it during its presentation. In this case, we will say on stage at the Civic Center. 10-year-old Messiah Gidwani, King Mr. Keats. Be sure to have King Mr. Keats nuts ready for him when you see him come Carnival Day. Yes, man. Hydration and services most needed come that day. Let us support our youths. Alright, I guess that sums it up. And he returns to his position. Black Pearl is coming up with King Musical Vibration. Presenter Nick Palacio. He's 15 years old.
Okay. Third presenter from Black Pearl, King Musical Vibration, presented by Nick Palacio, age 15 years. Black Pearl, given to you, King Musical Vibration.
Pleasant good morning, judges. My name is Nick Palacio and I am 13 years old. As you can see, the black on my costume represents the musical notes of the music vibration, and the red on my costume represents the love we have for music, and it flows through our bloodstream. Finally, the gold on my costume represents the richness we have for music and the cultural festivities. As you can see, the man on my costume is playing the steel pan and giving you judges the vibration.
So Nick is ready to sail off musically in King Musical Vibration. This is the Black Pearl's presentation for Carnival 2023 Junior King. Looking for all the, again, details, mobility, durability. Man, look at sugar. I need to go get the rest of what they look for. I quick have a full knowledge of what is happening out here. He definitely seems comfortable where he's standing as far as I can see, you know. You tend to look to see how comfortable they are, you know. Checking moving forward, sideways. Oh yes. I love his headpiece. Black Pearls King Musical Vibration, presented by Nick Palacio. He is 15 years old. So be reminded that we're moving on the theme. The Carnival Association is moving on the theme, make we shake the place. So sooner or later the place want to shake up. We look forward to that. So he moves and makes his way back to where he was. And up next will be Bacchanal Mass Band, King Protector Zuvo, presented by Brighton Laureano.
From Black Pearl, making it to the center stage. From Bacchanal Mass Band, King Protector Zuvo, presented by Brighton Laureano, age 9 years old. King Protector Zuvo from Bacchanal Mass Band.
Among the protectors created 5,000 BC ago, I, Protector Zulu, was the first burnt in. I was given one of the biggest and greatest gifts of them all. I was given one. I, Protector Zulu, was known as an peacemaker and an excellent balance to my earthlings. I am 9 years old. My white on my costume represent peace, black represent justice. Thank you all for your nice
and thank you too.
So at this time, the judges are looking at what the costume, the makeup of the costume. He explained a piece. He spoke about the balance of life, which you can see the scale at the top. So for the most part, when a storyline is being explained and you can see what you're saying, it adds. It definitely adds to you're judging the judges, making a better decision with their score. So if it's the situation should really be, if I'm telling you a story, I'm supposed to see what you're telling me, and you can basically pick up all the sense of peace and the sense of balance on this costume that he spoke about. This is King Protector Zuvo. 9-year-old Brighton Laureano doing his thing for 2023 for Bacchanal Mass Band. We wish all the junior queens and junior kings much success in their presentation. By the end of the night, their fate will be determined, and bragging rights on their way home by tomorrow morning when they wake up. They are brand new kings and queens for 2023. Alrighty, so the judges have made their rounds, making their rounds, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. So immediately following Brighton, we're heading into the last presentation for the Junior King. And it will be followed immediately by the presentation for the Senior Queens. Senior Queens and then the Senior Kings before they pause and return. And that's when we will break the live and return with the presentation for the actual competition.
The final presenter in the Junior King, Jump Street Posse, the Beast. Presenter, Kalon Moriano, age 13 years old. The Beast, presented by Jump Street Posse, the final entrant in the Junior King division. Carnival King and Queen 2023.
I am Caleb Knox.
I am Caleb Knox, the Beast. The prince was born and selfish. The prince spared him and turned king. And when he dismissed her, she turned into the big ugly beast. I am 14 years old and I am representing Jump Street Posse.
All right, so that's the Beast, and as you can see, that speaks for himself. The Beast, played by Kalon Moriano. He's 14 years old. Jump Street Posse, aided, oh yes, by his revelers on the side that would depict the balance of the storyline for Jump Street's presentation of 2023. Of course, the Beast have a tail back here. Yes, man. Wings and all in good thing that the Beast have. They're making sure that he is able to, that it's not, doesn't stand alone. That's what they were looking for just now. So there goes the bend over with that. Yeah, for the seniors, you know, I check to make sure that they don't stand up my own. We have to make sure we need no buckle down. Yes, guys. This is the final presentation for the juniors, which is the Junior King, the Beast. Of course, Jump Street Posse is a legendary junior band led by Miss Marina Welcome. She stands by keenly and anxious, overlooking her work of art, her many hours of sleepless nights, her many days of trying to make sure that the burned fingers from the glue stick is healed before they can proceed and say, get burned again. Yes, man, quite a lot. The final product is beautiful, but it takes quite a lot to get here. So, again, to all the bands, big respect to you all for making a presentation in this year's King and Queen. There goes the beast, real beast.
In the Junior King.
All right.
The beast.
So,
From John Street, Boston, 13-year-old Kaylon Moriano. And that completes the Junior Queen and King. Give them all a big round of applause. Make some noise for your home girls and boys.
all right. So up next are the big boys, senior queens coming up. So we should have Belize and Jewels, Belize Rural North, Mother Nature, and Soca Mocha.
We'd like to say a big thanks to our sponsors, the National Celebration Commission, Travelers Liquors, Boy and Boy, Angela's Press, Cellular World, San Pedro Belize Express, Channel 7, Grace Kennedy Belize, and What's Happening Belize Media. You're all ready for the big boys and the big girls. Make some noise, Civic Center! As we introduce the first in the senior division, starting first with Queen. Belizean Jewels gives to you Queen Medusa, presenter all the way from the USA, Khadija Hood.
Can I use the standing one instead?
Hair of snakes and reptilian skin symbolizes my new growth and rebirth. Just as a snake sheds its skin, I shedded my naivety and grew strength. My snakes are now my protectors, vicious and venomous. They symbolize the weakness of a woman scorned. The color purple signifies my femininity that I still hold. Even though in a different form, my femininity still remains. The color gold signifies my triumphs over Poseidon. Because I was beautiful, my strength was doubted. Green and black signifies my warrior strength. Even though I had never fought before, I did not back down. Tonight, Belizean Jewels Mass Band would like to send a message to each and every woman across the nation. Femininity can be powerful, beautiful, and strong. Designed by Mr. and Mrs. Belize, played by 29-year-old Khadija Turner, and representing a powerhouse in the King and Queen competition, Belizean Jewels Mass Band, under the theme When Masculinity and Femininity Collides. Thank you.
Queen Medusa, Belizean Jewel.
All right, so this is where the separation stands, and we are doing the senior queens at this time. They're deliberating. The judges are deliberating, and Queen Medusa. So I can give you a little story. Way back when the cameraman would walk right there. So that's right. That about 22 years ago. But you see, everything is angles. I played a Queen Medusa. No, it was totally different, no doubt. And I was with child at that time, not recommended to the faint at heart. Of course, I never know. But yes, this is Queen Medusa, beautifully presented today by Khadija Tun of Belizean Jewels. Man, she just bring back memories when I hear Queen Medusa. I shot her just now. Beautiful. There she goes. Shows that it's not afloat. So, hence the reason for her bowing down. I bow down. I don't come up back right now. That's right. Beautiful. Even you see what is happening, what the judges are checking for. As I like to explain, a player forms a part of the costume. You envelope yourself, the character envelopes his or herself into the costume. So when these costumes are being made, your pieces are supposed to blend right in with the costume itself, and that is exactly what they're looking for. Her boots is like it has an appearance of a snake skin, type. It's really, really beautiful. Your headpiece, the entire Medusa set up there with all the snakes and all that. Remember, Medusa had so much snakes by her head. That's right. So this is a back portion that shows the snake that's wrapped around behind her. Judges are touching to see the durability of it. Eventually, what they will look for as part of even more durability come 7 p.m. is when she's shaking this, and of course all the other bands, that it stands out. Only snake left this stand up, and the other bands too, that their parts stay intact. That's a part of what they're looking for. So there goes a beautiful Khadija Tun, Queen Medusa of Belizean Jewels. Beautiful, man. Well assembled, I must say. Oh yes, bringing in the big boys. The judges are doing their final look. If you could have just focusing on the footwear, just so that before she moves out. Yeah, man. Yes. So nice that look, really nice. I got a club with that for real. Up next, Belize Rural North.
From Belizean Jewels. From Belize Rural North, Phoenix, the Maya Sun God, presented by Sher Carter. Belize Rural North, Phoenix, the Maya Sun God.
A powerful deity in the Mayan kingdom, the sun god Kinishahau, controlled time, heat, light, and the 4 directions of the universe. It is also believed that he provided healing, cure for diseases, and relief in times of drought. Not to be confused with the god of day, the sun god Kinishahau was offered sacrifices in order that the sun would complete its journey across the horizon. My costume, the jaguar print, represents clothing that they would use to cover their genital area. The yellow represents the sun and their main food, corn. The red and the orange represent the rays of the sun. The blue represents the sky, and the green represents the earth. Belize Rural North masqueraders and myself, Sharon Carter, proudly present to you the Mayan sun goddess Kinishahau.
Okay, so that presentation was done by Sharon Carter, Belize Rural North, Kinich Ahau, the Mayan Sun God. So Belize Rural North is a brand new, I do believe, brand new entry into Carnival. And so at this time, what the judges are really doing is making sure that they're picking up what the theme of the Mayan Sun God is presenting, and in a little while they'll be checking for all that we mentioned before, their mobility and everything. I can tell you by the look of this, just that I'm looking at it, it has a bit of weight. Based on how she's moving, it has weight. So there she goes. Given that there wasn't, much details at the back, there wasn't a circle around it. So here we go, next Mother Nature creation.
Here comes Mother Nature creation, Queen Orchids, presented by Mr. Jeffrey. Queen Orchids from Mother Nature creation.
Beauty, brain, tranquility, and exotic creatures of the beautiful Belizean rainforest. I am Queen Orchis. The rich diversity of animals and plants serenades me. Gaze upon me and let tranquility penetrate your mind, body, and soul. The black orchid represents the spirit lifted and resilience of the floral life that resides within me. I flower all year round, indestructible. My exotic colors, purple, teal, pink, are rare and infinite. The jaguar, my king, my strength, my protector, he is ruler, he is power. He governs the fauna life that tramples within me. My adventurous parrots, they are my advisor. Their colors, blue, red, yellow, represent wisdom and knowledge. All the green grass and trees are the strength of my jungle. So you guys come, journey through me, and explore Mother Nature's earthly paradise.
All right, beautiful Miss Teresa Jeffries, Mother Nature creation, Queen Orchis. And so, again, looking for those details on this costume that would depict what Queen Orchis plays when it comes to her storyline. She has some additives given that she definitely should be in the jungle. So there goes our toucans at the back and an orchid, quite a detailed orchid at the back. There are some butterflies to top it off. You don't have a forest without butterflies. Yes, man. And then, of course, all the plants that makes it happen. Yeah. There goes the details. So the details for these toucans are at the back. The tail makes it happen. Our very own national bird. And I would imagine that's a jaguar at the top. So we're really and truly in the jungle here with Queen Orchis. That's Mother Nature, and with the band name as Mother Nature, how fitting of a costume to make to depict 2023's theme. All right, well lit at the back. I imagine during its presentation of when we go into the final stage playing and all of that, then we will see the balance of beauty of this costume. Yes, some ladybugs are there. Yes, man, some ladybug. They up here. The full jungle is out here today. Come roar with Mother Nature in 2023. Yeah, when you reach this point, you have arrived, because thereafter it's just a matter of knowing that you're able to bring this costume to life when you perform a little bit later. So Tracy have a job cut out. Well, she stands comfortably waiting for them to finish. Judges all scattered, doing their own tabulating. And by the end of tonight, after the next presentation, we will know exactly who rules the road come September 9th. Be reminded that September 9th, 4 a.m. in the morning, you'll be having Juve, followed at 1 p.m. with the road march. Alright, so they're just asking her to make that swing. Turn on comfortable, man. Turn on comfortable. No way they do. Alright, so there she goes. So it's easier to take this route. Alright, there you go. Up next, Soca Mocha, Queen Serafina, presented by Amanda Taylor.
Jeffrey. And the final contestant for the Queen from Soca Mocha, Queen Serafina, presented by Amanda Taylor. Queen Serafina, representing Soca Mocha.
Good evening. Please join me as we step through the realm of fantasy as I present to you Queen Serafina, Queen of Duality. This captivating queen, whose mere presence demands attention, depicts the duality of the agenic realm as she portrays both a good and a bad angel. This unique beauty presents a mesmerizing fusion. The front is adorned with luminous white and silver, while the back is ebony black and gold, symbolizing the complexity of the constant battles between good and bad. The good angel signifies peace, purity, hope, and good guidance. She combats the bribery of the gangs by being a protector to our people. She also guides the innocent souls that were lost due to the gang rivalry, and she brings comfort to those who are mourning the loss of their loved ones. She also prays for peace to be restored. The bad angel signifies a life of negative actions that are harmful to others. She also guides the souls of those who are part of the gang rivalry. As you can see, she's at the back as we hope to put an end to gang violence and move towards the light. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Soca Mocha presents to you Queen Serafina, Queen of Duality, portrayed by Amanda Taylor. And I also want to say that it was a pleasure being asked to portray this costume, because I recently lost my 15-year-old nephew to gang violence. And so this costume means a lot to me, portraying it tonight. I feel so attached to the meaning of this costume, and I'm hoping to send out a positive message. Thank you.
No, I'm not out it this morning.
All right, so one more check of the height from the shoulder. I do believe they're looking for, it looked like 6 feet from here. It used to be 6 feet, so I believe it's the same. All right, so the judges are asking to double check the height. Okay, so they're not the. All right. So they're looking for that height from the shoulder. She was speaking about the costume portraying piece. So she has her angelic wings at the front. Beautiful, beautiful wings. Yes, man. Soca Mocha's Queen Serafina. The judges are making their round. Amanda is no stranger either to Carnival presentation. I am here juggling my memory. Help me out if you can there. I do believe she owned a band and she had managed a band once. I at this point just can't bring the name, but she's, like I mentioned, absolutely no stranger to Carnival. It's a pleasure to see her back in action. Sometimes you do need to take a sabbatical, you know, compose yourself and come back, because it's like riding a bike. Once you're in it, you never get off it. That's right. And the same applies here when you're in Carnival. It's like your Carnival is life. And so there goes Amanda Taylor making the presentation for Soca Mocha or Queen Serafina. Again, her body pieces definitely enveloping into what the costume depicts, and so she, even from the hair, matches the wings, and Soca Mocha definitely putting this piece together, making sure that she fits right in. So after this, it's just a matter of presentation come the actual stage presentation, so long as all the criteria was met at this point. They're looking for her to make sure that it's not a float, that it can bend down, and that it is. Let me move over to Francis to find out the height of the measurement here. What's the height? 6. All right, so it's the usual 6 feet. It's always been 6 feet. I'm just making sure. I don't want to be giving wrong numbers. So it's 6 feet from the shoulder up. Even for the juniors, I think the juniors supposed to be 4, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, for the seniors, they're looking for 6 feet from the shoulder up. And there goes beautiful Amanda Taylor, Queen Serafina. And of course, the senior kings up in presentation now. Belize and Jewels, King Poseidon, Ruler of the Sea by Glenroy MacLean.
Representing Soca Mocha. Move along to the big ball. The senior king, as we start things off with Belizean Jewels. King Poseidon, Ruler of the Sea. Presented by Glenroy MacLean. King Poseidon from Belize Jewels, Master.
I am King Poseidon, ruler of seas and stones, son of Kronos and Rhea of the 12 Titans. After being born, my father swallowed me because of a prophecy that someday his children would overthrow him. My dominance is my main weapon. I am a representation over all seas. The wave that you see on my costume represent the extent of my power. The different shades of blue symbolizes the waves. White and gold gems along with feathers were crafted to build my beautiful home. Just like my father, I easily deceive and will destroy anyone who destroys my masculinity, my power. The snake that you see here on my staff represents the union between me and Medusa, the union between masculinity and femininity. Tonight, Belizean Jules is here to encourage all men around the world that masculinity and femininity could collide and we can live happily together in this land, designed by Mr. and Mrs. Denisio, played by 24-year-old Glenroy McLean, representing a powerhouse in the King and Queen competition, Belizean Jules Mass Band under the team when masculinity and femininity collide. Thank you.
Okay, so they're checking for the height. Checking for the height of the king to be 6 feet from the shoulder up. Okay. All right. So we may have had a little bit of audio issue on this instance by the presentation by Glenroy, for the mere fact that the standard he is holding, he held it in front of the next, in front of his face. So that kind of blocked away the audio, getting clear audio. He was just making his presentation between the costumes tying in with its masculinity and femininity. And of course his standard in his hands is matched with the Queen Medusa. In this instance, he is King Poseidon, ruler of the sea, and you can see the seahorse there. The blue cloth at the bottom represents the water, the waves, and that's at the back. I would imagine being more of a water effect. Moving forward, checking for the mobility of this costume. All right, there we go. So Glenroy McLean for Belizean Jewels, their senior king. The break following the prejudging really shouldn't be long. When we close the live after the prejudging, just run, get your snacks, jump in your vehicle, come here to the Civic Center, because really and truly the action is here at the Civic Man. The feeling is absolutely different when you're in the building itself. You feel the vibes when they make that presentation. If you're far away, well, of course, we do thank you to, join and support us virtually. We thank you so much. They do need that support. The judges are still deliberating on this costume. And I think, they gave him the nod, and so now he can make his way back to his position, and we'll be joining Belize Rural North King Maya Moon God presenter Malik Stewart. Let me see.
King Poseidon, ruler of the sea, played by Glenroy McLean, representing Belizean Jewels. As we move on to Belize Rural North, King Maya Moon God, presented by Malik Stewart. Belize Rural North, given to you, King Maya Moon God.
Okay, so at this time,
as we move on,
it doesn't seem that there's a king presented being here for the Belize Rural North, which should have been King Maya Moon God.
That's the first call.
Okay, so they're making a first call for Malik Stewart to come up. I don't have the rules on me, but there are some rules when it comes to presenting or participating in the road march. It has to also do with the kings and queens being presented. So
final call.
Down the road, I will get that explanation from Patrick Thompson. So nothing. All right. So moving on, Mother Nature Creation coming up next.
Representing Mother Nature Creation, King Oranka. Presented by Rondell Lackberg, King Oranka from Mother Nature Creation.
Good evening. Earthly paradise, beauty, brilliance, tranquility, and exotic creatures of the beautiful Belizean rainforest. I am King Oranka, the Jabberwocky that represents protection, power, and strength. I am shy, but yet elusive. I am the third largest of my kind in the world and the largest in the Americas, making Mother Nature's earthly paradise my home. I am pleased to hold the title of governance over Queen Orchards with magnificent tropical weather, beautiful, breathtaking floras and flowers, and friends, ambience? All right. Come, take a roll to my sanctuary and see the wonders of my kind. I am King Oranka, the Jabberwocky that represents protection, power, and strength. Thank you, thank you.
All right, King Oranka. King Oranka is as comfortable can possibly be. Yes, man, he me ready for today, no doubt. And so he stand by for his inspection. That's right. As you can clearly see from the shoulder up, it's definitely beyond 6 feet. I can see some lights up in the eyes up at the immediate top of the head of. So it's King Oranka. So I'm pretty sure we'll be having all that display a little bit later on tonight. Yes, judges lifting, pulling, tugging, looking at the detail to see that all the edges are well detailed, braided, in this case. As we move around, they'll be checking the forward for the float aspect, that it doesn't stand on its own. All right, you're getting a little bit effect that he too is in the jungle, so he have a tail, and he manages the two mechanically manages the 2 foot forward. It likely is a jaguar. Yes, in the jungle. Yes, you'll find hyena, no doubt. And I think even the foot have light. So when he sail through the jungle, expect to find King Oranka out there. This is being presented by Randall Lightburn. All right, so up next will be Soca Mocha King Jab, presenter Harry Belgrave.
And the final competitor for tonight is right here in the King Division, Senior King. Soca Mocha gives to you King Jab, presented by Harry Belgrave. King Jab from Soca Mocha.
Good night, brothers. A nation in distress from ashes we rise. A distress our beautiful country Belize faced by gang violence. These violence has come with fear and intimidation. It has a ripple effect of retaliation and community division. This Soca Mocha presents to you King Jab Jab. He's a leader who uses his power to garner souls, fall into gang violence. These violent storms family apart and cause unwanted farewell. Dressed in red, blue, and gold, the red and blue represents the two dominant gangs that plagues our nation peace. The gold signifies an aspiration of dominance, control over territories, resources, and illegal activities. King Jab Jab's vessel itself on a ferocious beast, Jargo the dragon, dressed in red and black. He is a mythical creature who signifies the strength and powers of these gangs. It also serves as a spread of sorrow and depression. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, DJ Soca Mocha presents to you King Jab Jab, portrayed by Harry Belgrave from the one and only Soca Mocha.
So that's King Jab Jab again. The audio may have not been all the best, for the mere fact that if you notice his costume comes down all the way in front of his face, so we had to move on the side and still not be in the judge's way, so we tried our best there. Nonetheless, he was just explaining the theme that they're carrying this year, and again making an imprint to stamp out the ongoing situation we are plagued with when it comes to gang violence, and the aspect of bringing peace as the Queen was portraying. So you can see the colors there that speaks of the ongoing rivalry, and of course the idea for this, which is telling you that it just leads to destruction at the bitter end, and the reason for the dragon there at the top, because it can only lead you to destruction. There is absolutely nothing positive in going in this direction, but we're living within it. What can we do more than to try and stamp it out, rid it out, and have the youths that are coming behind to know that definitely is not the way to go. Soca Mocha is making their presentation to know it's all about peace in our beautiful 501. So as you make a spin, you can see on the side the wings, and of course the end effect being the skull they're showing. That can only be the end effect of being a part of associating with gang rivalry. There's absolutely no positive outcome out of that. At this point, what is happening with this costume is putting the positive into it, whereas sending the message. So that's Mr. Harry Belgrave. He too is absolutely no stranger to playing king costumes through the streets of Belize. Mr. Harry Belgrave. So there we have it. That's the third. Be reminded, there's a no-show with Belize Rural North, the King Maya Moon God. And so they only presented, Belize Rural North only presented a queen. I am yet to speak with the president, Mr. Patrick Thompson, to find out what the rules say when it comes to making just one entry. It has to be a complete, I am pretty sure, king and queen, in order to meet the standards of
that concludes the pre-judging
leading into the road march.
And the seniors.
All right. All right, so there he goes, fits himself back where he was, and of course I'm pretty sure he's be happy to.
Presented by Harry Belgrave.
All right, so there goes the pre-judging. And the judges are scattering to their respective positions as they will start their tabulating and get ready to move into the grand presentation of the night to know who will be the junior and senior king and queen 2023. Let me. So Terry G just cheering on. All right. So as we wind down that segment, all right, let me say again, big thank you to the sponsors so far. Oh, they'll make another. Oh, okay. Yes. Definitely will be coming back. So there you go, Belize's King and Queen 2023, the National Celebrations Commission, Travelers, Bowen and Bowen, Angela Express, Cellular World, San Pedro Belize Express, Channel 7, Grace Connect Belize, and What's Happening Belize Media. Once again, just please stand by as we get ourselves ready for the big presentation that will lead them into the big win by tomorrow morning to know who are the winners for tonight's competition. Once again, be reminded that it's 5. Where am I? It is yes, it is 5 junior bands and 3 senior bands. But of the 3 senior bands, Belize Rural does not have a king. So we will see where we'll go from there. Please stand by. We will close this live stream for now, and on our return, we will be back to give you all the happenings as it comes. make your way to Belize Civic Center, guys. Make your way to Belize Civic Center. We will be having the big showdown starting. In a minute, we'll probably try to go live for 15 minutes or so before the competition starts, but you have enough time to make your way to the Civic Center. Thank you so much for joining us for this prejudging. On behalf of BJ Hamilton, I'm Sugar Hamilton in my element. Come on down to Belize Civic Center. We will see you in a short while. Grab those snacks, grab those packs, and join us in a short while. We're out of here.